Hi, my name is Danielle, and I work for the Center for Autism and Related Disabilities here in Gainesville. Every year, we have families ask us how to best prepare their child for the new school year. One tip that we have is to create an All About Me book, which is basically a way of introducing staff, a new therapist, a new teacher, to your child. So we're going to share an example and then give you some tips on how to use this useful resource. So here's an example of what an All About Me book might look like. We typically recommend that you do one of these every year, if not more often, like every 6 months. The first page is an introduction to who is in the child's family. It might include parents, siblings, even pets. The next page is a way of alerting the staff to any medical or health information for your child. This might include medical disorders like seizures, any medication that the child takes, and any allergies. This page is called When I Get Upset. So the idea behind this page is to make sure that people know how to possibly prevent your child from getting upset and what to do when he or she does get upset. So for example, it says, please give me space to calm down when I get upset. I get nervous when someone gets into my personal space. It also helps if I can have some choices about what we are doing. Tips for talking to me is a way of giving the staff some advice about how your child best understands language and uses language. For example, I am very visual, so if you can show me what you want or what I am supposed to do, that usually helps. Mealtimes is a good page to talk about things that are specific to your child. Whether your child is a picky eater or needs some support, this is a great place to put those things down. For example, it says, please help me remember to use my napkin, but I can clean up by myself. Things that motivate me. This is a great way to alert staff to things that are going to make your child motivated to get their tasks done. For example, it says, I enjoy small prizes or rewards like erasers and extra time on the computer. Things that frustrate me is a way to alert staff to things that might get your child upset so that hopefully they can prevent those things. And if they can't prevent them, to be able to deal with them properly. So here's an example. I may get upset when I haven't had a chance to finish what I was working on. You can help me by giving me a warning to let me know that the activity is almost over. You can also tell me when I will be able to finish my work later. Things I can do by myself. We want to make sure that staff know that your child has a lot of skills so that they're not doing too much for him or her. So for example, it says, I am able to eat by myself, but I may need help opening packages or cutting up food. I might need a reminder to use my utensil and not my fingers. Similarly, things I need help with is a way of making sure that staff are providing extra support when needed. So examples on this page might include understanding social rules, handwriting, and listening comprehension. A lot of our kids have sensory considerations, so you want to be able to alert staff to those things as well. For example, if I start to hum or talk to myself, it might mean I'm having a hard time regulating my senses. Please give me a chance to move around. So, like many of the pages in this book, you're going to talk about your child's needs specifically and then provide some specific feedback about what the staff can do about those things. And then lastly, we have an emergency information page. It's always a good idea for people to have a handy way to know how to get in touch with you and other family members. So this page includes people like mom, dad, and grandparents. And of course, at the very end, you always want to say thank you to the team members for being a part of your child's team. Here are some other tips that you should know when you're preparing an All About Me book. First, you want to write from your child's perspective. Make sure that you use I to refer to your child. You also want to think about bullets, not paragraphs. The idea is that this is a quick reference guide for your kid, so you don't want to have long paragraphs that someone's going to have to read. You want to focus on one topic per page, like mealtime, medical information, and so forth. And you always want to offer strategies. So for every point that you mention about your child's needs, you want to point out some ways to help. You want to keep it positive, and you want to use photos so that you can alert the staff to the fact that this is about your child specifically. We try to encourage everyone to update these at least once a year, if not more, and certainly involve other people when you're creating your book. So if you have family members and friends who might have some tips and feedback. For staff, it's important that you ask them for their help as well. I hope this has been useful, and of course, if you need anything from CARD, please let us know. We're happy to help you create these books.